Hello everyone, I am Pranit and welcome to Pranit e-learnings. So in the last video we saw how to configure the IDE software and a simple program to declare the pins on Arduino as input and output and at logic level high or low. Now before beginning with the video, let's see our agenda of the video. Here we will be using variables to declare the pins on the Arduino and a push button as input and at the last if conditional statement. Let's see what is variable. A variable is a way of naming and storing a value for later use by the program. Variable is a place to store a piece of data. It has name, a value and type. The int is the data type, the pin is the variable and the 13 is the value. Pin is nothing but a variable name. Here are some variable types: char, int, unsigned int and float. So whenever your incoming data is in form of characters, you can write char pin equals to 13, and whenever your data type is in float, that is say 20.2 or 11.2, that is in decimal form, you can write float pin equals to 13. Int and unsigned int, the difference between both is whenever you write int, it will accept values that are positive or negative, but whenever you write unsigned int, it will accept only the positive values. Now let's see how to declare this variable in the program. This is what it looks whenever you open the Arduino IDE software. A variable in Arduino has the property called scope. A scope is nothing but the visibility of the variable in the program. There are two types of variable: global variable and local variable. A global variable is seen by every function in the program, and the local variable is only visible to the function in which they are declared. A best example of global variable is whenever you declare any variable outside the setup loop, it becomes a global variable, and whenever you declare any variable inside the void setup, it becomes the local variable. A local variable has advantage whenever your program is too lengthy because only a particular function has access to it. Now let's see what is if statement. Here is the syntax and it has simple algorithm. It will check if condition is true, then it will execute the statement, and if it's not true, then it will pass to else, and you can see else has no condition, that is it will execute the default condition. This if statement is applicable for only one condition. What if we want to check the multiple condition? We can simply add a else if condition 2. If you want to check more condition, you can just go on adding else if condition 3, else if condition 4, else if condition, so on. It will check multiple input condition by simply adding a else if condition, and it has same algorithm which was for if else statement. Now let's see how to use if conditional statement and variable to program our Arduino. So now, before going to the IDE software, let's see the circuit diagram. The circuit diagram is quite simple. It is same as that we have used in the previous video. If you guys have not yet watched the previous video, the link is in the description. In the circuit diagram, I have two push buttons as input and a resistor connected to interrupt the signal. The resistor here you can use as a pull-up configuration or pull-down configuration. I will explain what is pull-up resistor and pull-down resistor. In electronic logic circuit, a pull-up resistor or pull-down resistor is a resistor used to ensure a known state for signal. That is, whenever you use the resistor in pull-up configuration, your input pin will be always high whenever the button is not pressed, and if you use the resistor in pull-down configuration, your input pin will be always low whenever the button is not pressed. So in this circuit, I have used a resistor in a pull-down configuration. So whenever my button is not pressed, my input pin will be always low. So when my button is pressed, the input will be high. The circuit connection is quite simple. You can see yellow LED is being used as feedback LED, which is connected to digital pin 6 of the Arduino, and it has been used as feedback LED. I will tell you how it is being used as feedback LED while writing the code and while showing the output. You can see there are two red LEDs which are connected to digital pin 5 and digital pin 3 of the Arduino. There are two input push buttons which is been connected to digital pin 2 and digital pin 4 of the Arduino. The resistors which are being used for LED, that are current limiting resistor. I have used 220 ohms resistor. You can use 1 kilo ohms resistor also. And the resistor for switch, that is pull down resistor, here it is 10 kilo ohms. So guys, I have already typed the Arduino code. Now I will just explain the code, what it is and how it will work. So first thing I have did is I have declared all the variables outside the word setup. That means these are the global variables and we can use them in any function in the Arduino. So we have button 1 and 2 as input switch and LED 1, 2, 3 as the output LED and button 1, 2 state. These are the state which will be read the button that is it will read button if the button is pressed or not. So button 1 equals to 2 and the last we have semicolon. It indicates that button 1 is connected to digital pin 2 of the Arduino and button 2 is connected to digital pin 4 of the Arduino and LED 1 is connected to digital pin 3 of the Arduino, LED 2 is connected to digital pin 5 and LED 3 to digital pin 6 of the Arduino. So coming to the void setup, we can see I have pin mode operation. In the previous video, I taught what is pin mode and how to use pin mode to declare the pin as input and output. So in the previous video, we have written the pin number and whether it is input or output. Now you can see I have not written a pin number and have directly written a name of the variable and its value is in the global variable that is about the word setup. You can see button 1 has 2 that is digital pin 2 of the Arduino and here we have written pin mode that is button 1 as input, so it is indirectly digital pin 2 of the Arduino is input and button 2 is also input and LED 1, 2, 3 and the corresponding value that is 3, 5 and 6 are output. Coming to the void loop, we have button 1 state equal to digital read. Now what is digital read? Digital read is simply a command that will read your button state whether your button is pressed or not. If your button is pressed, it will read the logic high. If your button is not pressed, it will read the logic low. So I have to compare this logic and I have to turn on the circuit on and off. Okay. So button 1 state, we have two buttons that is button 1 state and button 2 state. Button 1 state equal to digital read and button 1 and button 1 is connected to digital pin 2 of the Arduino, so it will read the input pin. If I press the button, then the digital pin 2 will be high and button 1 state will be high. So you can see if I have a state, if condition button 1 state equals to high. Now what is equal to? Equal to is simply a comparator operator. It will compare at button 1 state is it equal to high, then only it will, if the statement is true, then only it will execute the statements which are inside the curly bracket, that is digital right LED 1 high, LED 2 low and LED 3 low. Okay, now we have the button 2 state. It is same as the button 1 state, it has same functionality. The thing is it will just turn on the LED 2 high and LED 1 low and LED 3 low. As said before in the video, else is a default condition, else is a default statement, it has no condition. And here I have LED 1 low and LED 2 low and LED 3 high. Here it means whenever I don't press any of the button, then only LED 3 will be high and LED 1 and 2 will be low. So this will act as feedback for our circuit, that is if I don't press any button, my LED 3 that is yellow LED will act as feedback. Now let's upload the code and let's check the output. It's uploading and done uploading. Now let's check the output. So guys, this is the same circuit that we have seen in the video. You can see the yellow LED glows when we have not pressed any push button. That means it says that there's no input to the Arduino, and you can see the two red LEDs are turned off. Now let's see the working of the circuit with the code that we have typed in the Arduino IDE. The first push button will act as a if and the second push button will act like a else if. Now let's see, if I press the push button 1, you can see the red LED turns on. Else if I press the push button to the second red LED turns on, and you can see when I press when I press two push buttons at any time, you can see the yellow LED turns off. It means it says that input is given to the Arduino, and as a feedback the yellow LED turns off. So guys, this was a simple circuit. You can also try to make something different by using a number of switches and number of LEDs.